Hi, welcome to my video, and today I want to tell you about the rule number one of the 7 rules from AJ Ho. So, let's start. Do you know rule number 1 is so simple and so easy? And just like the other rule, this rule is so powerful, so easy and so powerful. The rule number 1 is that always learn by phrases, not individual words. Okay. So what are phrases? A phrase is a group of words, and sometimes it can be a whole sentence, but sometimes it's just a part of a sentence. It's okay. For example, if you have to remember the new words, just like hate, H-A-T-E, hate, so you can write down and write the meaning from dictionary. It's okay, but you will have the big list of vocabulary. It's so boring and so terrible. And it's over. It doesn't help. So, on the other hand, if you try to remember this way, you can remember it a long time. So, it's much better if you learn from the phrases. So, where you can find phrases, you can find phrases from the real English podcast that you listen to, or from the English story that you read. Anytime you see the new word, you try to write it down, but remember that you have to write down the whole sentence or whole phrases. For example, instead of writing down only the single words that I hate, you can write down the whole sentence, just like John hates ice cream, okay? Especially when you got the whole sentence from the stories that you read or from the podcast that you listen to. It's so easy for you to remember because you got much more information to remember. You got something like the whole picture, you know? You can remember who is John, and you can remember that John hates ice cream, and you can remember the meaning of the hate, right? The power of the phrase is that the number one, you can remember the meaning of the word so easy because you got much more information to remember. On the other hand, the number two, the bonus, you can. It's not only that you learn the meaning of the new word, but also you can learn grammar. And when you learn from the phrases or you learn from the whole sentence, you can learn the way to use this word correctly. So, in the future, anytime you use this word, you just use this word without think about the grammar, or you don't need to think about what the meaning of this word and how to use this word correctly, because you learned it in the correct way. Anytime you use this word, you just use this word so automatically and so naturally because you learn in the correct way. So it's so easy for you to learn grammar and learn the meaning of the new words, learn vocabulary. The native speaker, they don't need to think, they don't need to learn vocabulary word by word. No, it's slow and it doesn't work. So when they were the children, they learn from the phrases. It's how they can learn it's how they can learn grammar, and on the other hand, they can learn the meaning of the word. So remember that anytime you see the new word, you should write down the whole sentence or write down the whole phrases. Remember that. So it's so easy for you. You don't need to think. You don't need to remember the big list of vocabulary. It's so terrible. But now you can learn from the But you can learn from the sentence, from the story you read. Anytime you see the new word, you can write down the whole sentence. It's so easy for you. It's you just remember the picture about the story you read. It's so easy and so relaxed, right? So remember that anytime see the new words, write down the whole sentence or write down the whole phrases. Okay? So this is all the rule number 1 you have to remember. Thank you for watching and bye bye for now. And something I want to say, something I want to tell. If you're watching my video, my coach, I'm really sorry because I'm late to finish my homework. And on the other hand, I'm the leader of the group 1, so I should be the first person to finish my homework. But you know, I'm so busy because of final exam, and because yes, I have to say that I'm truly lazy. But I promise that in the future, from the next year, I will try my best to finish my homework as soon as possible. Okay? So thank you for watching and bye bye for now. Hope you all enjoy the day tomorrow. Oh, yes.